Hi everyone, this is Hiba from My Little Journal, and today I'm excited to be sharing with you an honest review of the Ohuhu dual brush pens and a few more like fine liners and gel pens that they have sent me. I want to thank Ohuhu for sponsoring this video and sending me these beautiful products that I'm so excited for. So I've seen these around. I have not tried them for myself. I didn't even try them yet. I wanted to do it on camera so we can try them out together. So I'm going to start with the dual brush pens, and I wanted to share with you the amount of brush pens you get in this case. So I believe there's 160 brush pens in here. So they're dual brush pens, and it is a beautiful case. You can see it right here. It has a zipper as well. And once you open the case, you just get loads and loads of brush pens. Look at that. You also get some extra tips to switch out your brush pens, and I think the smaller tips as well. So there are little nibs in there. You can swatch out your brush pens, and so they have them numbered. And they also do send you a swatch list as well with the numbers. So this is so well made. When I got it, I was in awe because it's a great case to have. I wanted to try them in my creative journal, and I'm going to put this aside and share that with you real quick. So I have a creative journal. I do not share this creative journal online. I have shared it with my members only here on YouTube. But this is an Archer and Olive that I turned into disc bound, and I love Archer and Olive's paper. I know I want to use these brush pens, or most likely I'll be using them a lot in my daily journal and coloring in things and writing out titles and things like that. So I thought it would be smart to try the dual brush pens on this paper because that's where I'll be using them the most. Yes, I'll use it in my planner, but I feel like this is a great place to start and try them with you, especially like that a lot of you already use the Hemlock and Oak paper. So let's do this together. I am excited for this green. I think it's going to be a really pretty green. And this is number, let's see, 61. Okay, so let me put this aside. And I want to try the thickness of these brush pens. That's a very pretty green. That's a nice thickness. And then obviously with brush pens, you can go, thinner with your strokes. Really, really nice. I love that. And then I'm going to flip this over and let's try the fine tip. Very fine. I like that a lot. So I don't usually use the fine tip, but as you can see here, it's really small. And then the brush is a nice size as well. It is kind of firm. I'm going to say it is firm, firmer than the other dual brush pens that I use. But I really, really like that color. Let's try a different color. That's a nice ice blue. Very pretty. I wonder if these colors, this is number 65. I wonder if they match this. So 65, not really. So I wouldn't stick to the swatches they sent in because that is definitely lighter than that. And let's see, that one was 61. So yeah, they are coming out darker. I don't know if you can see that. So that's that color. Okay. So I would definitely swatch them here. Let's see, this one we said was 65. So 65. Yeah, I don't even like these swatch samples that they give you because these are kind of like cardstock and the color looks totally different than if you used it on paper. So I most likely will be doing my own swatches on my favorite paper. Makes more sense. But there's so many beautiful colors. It's kind of mustard yellow. Let's try that. No, it's just not a mustard yellow. So the caps don't really match the colors. So I definitely recommend to make your own swatches. Okay, that's more of a mustard yellow. I love that one. Okay, that one works and that does match the color. Okay, so you definitely need to make your own swatches for sure. But I have to say writing with them is really nice. It's just a nice firm brush pen. That is such a pretty color. It's kind of like a wine. Love it so much. Let's try the opposite side. Really good. And by the way, this fits in the back. So, you know, if you don't want to put it on your table and lose your cap, so you can remove the cap. I think it's pulling out the bottom cap as well when you come take it out. But because I'm used to my own dual brush pens, I always hold the cap down so it doesn't like pop off with the top cap, if that makes sense. But anyways, that's a very beautiful color. I love it. Now let's try and see if it smears. If this is good for left-handers. A little bit. You can't even see it on my finger. Oh, you can see just a tiny bit, barely. So it just needs a few seconds to dry. Let's see. I'm putting a lot of ink on there, by the way. Wait a few seconds, try again. Okay, yeah, see now it's not smearing. So you just have to wait a few seconds, but I still recommend it for left-handers. I think it works fine. And that black is really nice. It's nice and deep. Now also, let's take a look at the back. This is where the test happens. And as you can see, there is no bleed through, which is a plus. There is ghosting. And don't forget, I do have some strong lighting in my craft room. So there's slightly ghosting, but nothing major. I really love these, especially the price. So you guys know my favorite dual brush pens are very expensive, very, very expensive. But this whole case of 160 markers is around $39. Now, that's the price when I looked it up, but it could change from time to time, and I will link it in the description box for you. But still, $39, that is a steal. You're getting so many colors. Right now, everything I've tried, this is a beautiful blush. I want to try it. Oh, that is gorgeous. I really, really like that. It's so like light, really pretty. But anyways, even the ones I tried right now, none of them were dry, which is a plus for me. I hate buying markers and half of them are dry. They're nice and juicy. I also wanted to do some stamping and color it in to see how I can use these brush pens, because sometimes brush pens can be really thick and hard to color in stamping. So I wanted to try these out as well for something like that, because I do that a lot in my daily journal and in my crafting. Okay, so let's go ahead and stamp out this kettle and see how we can color this in with our dual brush pens. So I'm just going to stamp it here on my paper. And while I'm at it, I'm going to stamp out this leaf. It's very small, but again, I want to try and see if I can color the little things with these big dual brush pens. Okay, so I'm going to grab that mustard yellow, and I'm going to color in the big part of my kettle. And I'm layering a little bit because, again, I want to see if I'm going to get a lot of ghosting, because I do a lot of shading as well. I like to shade in my stamps, something like that. And then we're going to turn it around and see how that looks. Not bad. It didn't like rip or go through my paper. But again, you'll have that ghosting. No matter what marker you use, you're going to have ghosting if you color over it multiple times. Let's try to color this in with some green. And let's see if we can color in such a small stamp. And yes, you can. And like deepening one side really nicely there. See that? And you see I did it multiple times. So now it's bleeding, kind of. but it's still good. So if I kept going over something multiple times, it will start going through your paper, but it's not bad at all. I did that a few times, but when you do it once, you're still good. I'm gonna say these are totally worth it. I love the feel of it. I also love that I have multiple colors. I want to try this one out too, because that is a pretty blue. Yeah, there's some really good colors in here. I'm excited for this. I wonder if this brown is brown, because I love that brown. I love my brown markers. I tend to use them a lot. Okay, I'm going over the same thing because I'm really excited for these markers. They are so pretty. They work really well on my paper, and I'm excited for it. I definitely recommend making your own swatches, not using the cardstock. And you see like it went totally through my cardstock here. I just don't think it's the best paper to be doing your swatches. They do not look the same when you use this cardstock. And this is very nice, like to have, but again, I wouldn't rely on it because the colors are kind of darker, and that's because of the printing on this glossy paper. Anyways, let's move on. So excited for the dual brush pens. Now I want to try out their fine liners. So I have a pack of my favorite fine liners that I use all the time. And so I'm always open to trying new brands, new fine liners, because again, I use fine liners a lot. And so let's see the sizes on these fine liners. So it starts from 03. Okay, let's just pull all of them out. Up to brush. So you got 9 in one pack. And we're gonna try them all out. So this one is the 03. So these are liquid fine liners. Oh, that's nice. Maybe I should start it on a different page. Okay, let's start here. So the 0.03, loving that. And the grip is nice, and the flow is really nice. So that's the 3. Or actually, I got it all wrong. This is 003. Sorry, guys. Okay, so I should have put these in order before I started. Okay, there we go. And that's a nice. This is a 0.005. I really like these. I love the flow on these. Okay, and then we have the 01. I didn't even check if these dry fast. Let's check it with a 03. Nice. That dries pretty quick. I really like that. And we got a 6 here. Ooh. This would be nice to just write with. I don't have the best handwriting, but that's a nice size. Again, the grip is really nice as well. And this is the brush. So this one, ooh, that is nice. Oh, but it is very, what is it called? Soft. And so if you're new to brush lettering, this might be hard. See, I can't even do the strokes. You definitely have to practice with this one. Again, I don't do brush lettering. But does that bleed? Let's try it down here because I want to see if it bleeds through. No, just ghosting. Nice. Even though it's very juicy. These are fun. Very excited for these fine liners. Again, they are perfect for what I use my fine liners for. Again, I like to also use them to add titles to my journals and like for my journaling as well. So these are going to be great add-on to my pen stash. Really excited for that. All right, moving on. So I got a pack, they sent me a pack of gel pens. So these are white gel pens in different sizes. That is exciting. And then you have silver and gold. I don't use silver and golds. They're not like my favorite pens. I usually just don't buy them. But I do love my white gel pens. I want to use some black paper for this. I'm just going to grab my sticky notes in black. And we're going to try this out. Oh, that is really nice. Yes, it's fading a little bit, but I wonder if it works if I go over it. Okay, this is one thing I hate about white gel pens. Sometimes, you know, you have to go over it a few times. There we go. It's running now. You just have to make sure that it's running. That looks really good. Look at that. It's not skipping. And that's a really nice size. That is the 8. Let's try a smaller one and see if it does the same, if it works the same. So this is, oh, so they're all 8s. Hold on. I need to double check this. All right, so I was wrong. Basically, they are all the same size and they are all like gonna write the same because they're the same size, which I'm a-okay with because again, I love my white gel pens. But we're gonna try the silver and the gold. You know, I don't like silver and gold, but that doesn't mean anything. I know a lot of people love their silver and gold. And so we're gonna give this one a try. Let me just go here. Oh, it works nice. Oh, this is even smoother than the white. What? And it kind of looks white, so you could get away with this being white, but it does have like a shine. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it has a nice shine to it. Let's color in this heart, and maybe that way you can see the shine. But it's so smooth, and it is not skipping. Look at that. There's no skip to it, and maybe you can see the shine now. That is actually pretty cool. I am impressed. Wait, let's take a look at the golds. Okay, it's not as opaque as I would think it would be, but you can still see it. Can you see that shine? That's not bad at all. Love this pack. Oh my gosh, I wasn't that excited about this because I was worried that it's going to skip, but I'm not going to lie, these are probably the best white gel pens that I've had or used in the past. And these are really good, especially that silver. So if you're looking for some good gel pens, white, silver, and gold, this is definitely the pack for you. But anyways, let's go ahead and wrap this up. Again, I want to thank Ohuhu for sponsoring this video. I'm so excited to be adding these new pens and markers to my stash, especially the dual brush pens. Those are gorgeous and so many fun colors to use in my projects. Those white gel pens are perfection, and the fine liners, so excited for. So if you're looking for new pens and brush pens, I definitely recommend checking out Ohuhu, and I will be linking them in the description box for you. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing, and I hope to see you guys very soon. Bye.